What if I told you that the more you chase happiness, the more miserable you become? Sounds crazy, right? But think about it. How often have you thought, if I just had more money, more success, more love, then I'd finally be happy? And yet, when you do get those things, the feeling never lasts. Mark Manson calls this the backwards law, the idea that the more you pursue something, the more you reinforce the fact that you lack it. The more you chase happiness, the more you remind yourself that you're not happy. The more you seek approval, the more insecure you feel. The key: stop chasing, start choosing. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. What not to give a fuck about. Stick around, because the last lesson might just change your entire outlook on life. What's the one thing every successful person has in common? Problems. We often think happiness comes from avoiding struggles, but the truth is, life is just a series of problems. The key is to pick the problems you're willing to struggle for. Love working out. Your problem is pushing through tough workouts. Love entrepreneurship. Your problem is dealing with setbacks and failures. Happiness isn't about avoiding discomfort, it's about finding meaningful struggles. So instead of asking, what do I want in life? Ask yourself, what pain am I willing to endure? We live in a world where everyone thinks they're special. Social media tells us we deserve the best. Perfect relationships, instant success, unlimited confidence. But the truth, you're not special. Neither am I. And that's okay. This isn't about self-hate, it's about humility. When we believe we're exceptional, we start feeling entitled to success without effort. But real growth happens when we accept that we're just like everyone else, flawed, struggling, and figuring things out. So, instead of chasing validation, focus on what actually brings fulfillment, putting in the work, embracing failure, and owning your mistakes. Pain is inevitable, but suffering is a choice. Let that sink in. You can't control everything that happens to you. People will hurt you. Life will throw curveballs. But what you can control is how you react. When something bad happens, do you see yourself as a victim, or do you take responsibility for how you move forward? Manson's message is simple: own your choices. Even when life is unfair, even when things go wrong. Because in the end, your choices define you, not your circumstances. Success isn't built on perfection. It's built on failure. Michael Jordan, cut from his high school basketball team. Oprah, fired from her first TV job. J.K. Rowling, rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter was accepted. The only way to truly improve is to fail, learn, and keep going. Most people fear failure because they tie their self-worth to it. But here's the truth: failure is data. It's feedback. It's the price of admission to a meaningful life. So next time you fail, don't ask, why me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Here's a reality check. One day, you're going to die. Sounds dark, right? But this isn't about being morbid. It's about clarity. When you realize your time is limited, the small things stop mattering. You stop worrying about petty drama, about what others think, about chasing things that don't fulfill you. Steve Jobs once said, "Remembering that I'll be dead soon is the most important tool I've ever encountered to help me make big life choices." So ask yourself, if you only had 1 year left to live, what would you do differently? Because whatever that answer is, maybe you should start doing it now. At the end of the day, happiness isn't about having more, it's about choosing less. Less distractions, less meaningless worries, less chasing. So take a moment and ask yourself, what truly matters? What's actually worth your time, energy, and effort? And what's just noise? If this video gave you something to think about, hit that like button and subscribe for more content on self-growth, mindset, and life lessons. And let me know in the comments, what's one thing you've realized isn't worth giving a fuck about anymore? Until next time, choose wisely.